What's going on YouTube? Something a little different today. I'll be modding this Icon 800 lumen LED rechargeable magnetic handheld foldable slim bar work light. Just so I feel like I can benefit from taking advantage of this side, but as you'll see, as I explain later in the video, as to why I'm doing it. But just to, if you guys aren't familiar with the flashlight, I'll get into a couple of the features that you can find on the Harbor Freight website. I believe the original MSRP on this thing is $39.99. I did pick this up one of the first times they actually promoted this light for, I believe, $27.99. And from time to time, I don't know if that's the lowest it goes, but in terms of value and what you get for $27.99, I have zero complaints. I have nothing but good things to say about it, other than the issue I'm going to try to address later in the video by modding it. But just really quickly to run through just some of the features of the light. It features a powerful cob chip on board LED light, which is good for 800 lumens on this side. It also features a tip light right here. It's fully collapsible, aka it folds down just like this, so it doesn't take up too much room in your toolbox. And obviously it rotates all the way open, so you can fully utilize whichever side, three of the sides that you would need to use. It is fully rechargeable, aka it uses a USB-C port there, which is great because a lot of the newer electronics are now starting to feature more and more USB-C chargeability. It features a magnetic base. Get that to focus. Mine's like coming apart because I just use it so much. This is my most used flashlight, actually. If I do need a flashlight or I need extra light in any occasion, I'm reaching for this, and this is found in actually the top drawer of my toolbox. It really has its own spot in my top drawer that features the rest of my most used tools. But anyways, back to the light features. It's IPX4 rated for water resistance. It's not waterproof. For people wondering, what does the IPX4 designation actually mean? It just really protects against moisture, condensation, and possible exposure to elements like rain, light rain. Let's just be smart here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's not use this when it's out raining and there's just a ton of wet wherever you guys are. And then finally, it has multiple modes, right? So you have your high and lows on each side. Sorry to blind you there. But yeah, those are basically the features of the light. I'm going to be modding this thing. Essentially what I'm going to be doing is taking this side, but being able to flip it and reverse it to be on this side, so I can take advantage of the full gamut of the flashlight's head rotation here. I use this side the most because it just provides the widest beam of light when I'm working. So me being able to utilize that, if I flip it, I'll be able to, if this thing was sitting on a magnetic base here, I would want the big light on this side so I can get the most amount of work or the most amount of light while I'm working. And then obviously I can take advantage of the swivel head here to better angle, the beam, however I might need it in any given scenario. So that's the purpose and the crux of this, the next part of this video that I'm going to take you through. These just to be able to take the light apart itself is just a bunch of hex, I believe hex screws. All of them are the same, which is nice, except for I believe the hinge here, which is rounded, and then obviously it has a screw backing over here, but the rest of it, I think we should be all good. Yeah, I've never done this before, but I'm pretty sure I can figure it out. And I have some just tools that I think I might end up needing here. I have the Icon, we call this, well, the people on Reddit call it the meme tool, which is great. I mean, if you don't own one of these, definitely go and get a set. And there's rumors out there that Harbor Freight's actually going to upgrade this, but super happy with this. Just all bits, drive bits, no sockets in this thing, but you can definitely benefit from featuring a 10 mil socket, you know. But let's see what Harbor Freight does come out with. And then I just have the Milwaukee Fastback, the 4822-1505 that features the reversible screwdriver. Yeah, this thing is just amazing. I have its own standalone video for this, but yeah, you guys can watch that at a later time if you'd like. Okay, so we're all set up here. Might end up doing like a speed run of this, but let's just take it apart live here. So if you are planning on doing this mod, there are some alignment and or reinforcement tabs, as you can see right there in the middle, just above the hole, on both sides of the hinge mechanism that need to get removed. So I'm thinking I'm going to use the razor blade. Yeah, I'll try to use the razor blade to take it out. Doesn't seem too thick and or tall. I don't know if you guys can see that on the camera. Yeah, there's a ton of lack of focus, sorry for that. But I'm gonna go ahead and remove both right now, and then see where that takes me. So let me get set up. Okay, so there's a tab just right there. I'm just gonna So that tab is now gone, as you can see. And I'm just gonna quickly do the other side. And just like that, that is now also done. Just show you guys. Boom. No more tab there. Really quickly, I know earlier in the video I said that the screws or the hex screws are universal. That's actually not true. Now that I'm looking at it, I have them segregated just as they're different here. The three main body ones, these are coarse thread. Oh man, the camera's terrible. But anyways, there's three coarse thread ones. They go on the main body. These two are fine threads, and they actually use, they go through this hole that actually holds the LED strip itself. And then finally we have the hinge bolt here with two washers, and then obviously the what it screws into to provide the hinge support there. So let's go ahead and try to throw this back together. See if I can remember what to do here. Okay, so that's gonna go here. LED light bar. Again, we want this long side, not the short side, but the long side to be on the inside, so it's able to then fold. That's what we're looking for here. So yeah, removing the guides helped a lot, because now I'm able to manipulate and put back or reinstall the screws on the side here. So let me get started on that. And again, we're using the fine thread screws. And let me see if I can just slide this off and guide it in by hand. Yep, there we go. It's going. Gonna go ahead and just leave that loose for now while I put the other side in, and then I'll go back and tighten them up just to make sure I'm able to align this side. There's no kinks or pinching or anything of that nature. This is going in very smoothly. Okay, this one I'll go ahead and just snug down. So that's all good and dandy there. That one. Going back to the other side. Let's snug this one down. Of course, be careful with the chip and these two, the positive and the negative wire here to the battery. You don't want to have to resolder those. So yeah. Okay, this one's going in just as expected. Snugging it down. So now again, we have two fine thread hex bolts on this side of the flashlight. Have the long floodlight on this side, and then the cob light on the other side here. So yeah, or the spotlight here. Cool. Okay, so now we can just work in reverse. We're gonna go ahead and put the other side of the hinge back on this side, which will, it's the switch side. As you can see, the red button here, the power button. So again, be careful with the two wires here. You don't want to kink them or mess them up. And let's just double check that the wires that we have here are going to go over just as planned, and that they have enough room to actually move. Great. Oh, no, I'm just gonna, accidentally turned it on there. Okay, my bad. Okay, so the wires are actually interfering with, just need to make sure that they're out of the way. They by no means are pinched. They're able to flex and move with the light, so yeah, we're looking good there. Great. And then this has a lip that it should ride on. Oh my gosh, I keep turning on the light. This should have a lip that it should ride on here. I don't know if you guys can see that. The inside lip should be on the outside of that. So you're gonna get alignment there. Just like that. And then we wanna grab the other side and place it down. And of course we have, I don't know what you should start with, whether it should be, yeah, I should probably just start with the hinge. Yeah. Truth be told, I can't remember if the screw goes on this side or if it matters, or, but yeah, let's just go ahead and give it a shot here. I'm just gonna go ahead and put the screw on the back side here. Try to get this thing aligned. It is not aligned yet. Gotta make sure. I actually might just put it into the body. Put one screw into the body there in this corner, and then we'll make everything else work. Again, coarse threaded screws go in the body. Okay, so then that, it's not snug down, but it's there. Oh, the washers are still in there, so don't want to lose those. Yeah, it's fine, just leave that there. Put this in here. Thanks for sticking around, guys. I'm struggling through this thing right here, but it's gonna get done. Great. Positive snap. We got alignment. It is now going in, which is great. And I won't snug it up, but I'm just gonna make sure that it is actually being held. And I believe the last two screws are, yeah, on this side and then on this side, which holds the base here together, which is great. Okay, so I still have the hinge loose. I still have this first body screw loose. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this back, and I think you can only put the, yeah, you can only put the body in one way, I believe. So there you go. Everything's nice and not tight yet, but everything is lined up before I finally snug everything down, which I will do so now. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and tighten these. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I put the hinge screw correct, because the body screws should all be on the same side facing. This is the last body screw. Nice and easy. Now I'm just going hand tight on everything. Nothing crazy here. I'm not using the ratchet for extra leverage. You don't need that in this scenario. You don't want to strip anything. This is all just plastic body stuff here. So just a word of caution. I've definitely over tightened things in my past, so not trying to do that to one of my favorite flashlights. Cool. So everything functions as is. The hinge is a little stiff, which I'll probably loosen now. Let's see if I can get that. Oh yeah, feels a lot. Yep. Okay, so let me go a little bit looser. Yep, it's doing great. Holds. Doesn't rattle, doesn't shake, so it's just taut enough, which is great. Now, does the light work? Now, I'm not trying to blind you guys. Okay, we got the flashlight. We got the wide light, which is great. 2 settings. Got the other light. So let's come back here, and just to prove my point, we want to be able to, again, if this is on a magnetic base, be able to manipulate the beam, go up and down with it. So that's basically it. That's us modding the light here. So I do expect to now be less frustrated using this thing, and not to say that this light hasn't been great. Again, out of all of my flashlights, I reach for this the most. So nothing but positive things to say about this light. But yeah, that is how you mod and flip your Icon work light. Okay, I'll see you guys on the next one. Thank you. Oh, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe if you haven't already. More videos to come. Lots of stuff. Lots and lots and lots of stuff to review. And more videos like this, mods. Appreciate you guys. Thanks.